We radio with the home of the urban sound of pride, baby. Yes, we are. Hey, my guests are in the studio, honey. The one and only James, right? Chanel. Hey, James, how are you?
Praise the Lord.
Praise him, honey. Is he worthy?
Yes, he is to be praised.
Hallelujah. And my other guest, Byron, Jamal. Hi, Byron.
Hey.
Oh, you're going to have to talk in that mic.
I said, hey.
Hey. Byron is the love guru, honey.
Oh, come on. Love
and James Wright Chanel is a singer. Everybody else say that's the patty man. That's the patty pie man. No, ma'am, that's the singer, honey. Yes, God, we may do a duet before this day is over.
You know, you was my mama the other night.
The safest place. Oh, so I said this is the hump day, honey. So we're gonna help you get over the hump. Now, James, you have written 6 books.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jamal.
Byron.
Yeah.
You have written 6 books.
Have.
All about love.
All about love.
And you are a HBCU graduate.
Norfolk State in the house. Behold the green and gold.
So just introduce yourself to the people that are listening that don't know who Byron Jamal is.
Absolutely. Well, I am a former pastor turned love and success coach. I help ordinary people find extraordinary love. I've been doing this now for 10 plus years. Helping all types of people. What I'm doing is helping break down barriers between heterosexual and homosexual LGBT barriers, basically. So I come in and I have conversations like my new book, Dating Men, is actually an inclusive guide that both men and women who want men can read. So it's the first of its kind to be inclusive in that way. And that's the work I do to build bridges and break barriers.
Okay. Yeah. Now, James Wright Chanel, introduce yourself to the people who've been living up on the rock and don't know who James Wright Chanel is.
Hell, I'm trying to find love.
Well, you the boss in the room.
Baby, I am James Wright Chanel. People always say, what do you do? And I always just say everything. I can do anything, and it amazes me sometimes. I cook, I sing, act, rap. I do it all.
And you were doing all this before you did the video about the patty pies.
Always. Let me tell you the crazy thing, what a lot of people don't know about me. I've never had a 9-to-5 job, ever. I don't know what it's like to have a boss. I don't know what it's like to answer to someone. I've always just been a hustler all my life, my whole life. And I'm 40, so I've just always been a hustler.
So you're just going about your daily life, doing your daily rituals, honey, being James Wright Chanel, and then you decided to do this taste test of these patty pies.
One of my friends hit me up and was like, you had a patty pie? And I was like, what the hell is a patty pie? When I got 5 of them.
You ain't got 5. Now, the first one, did you taste it? Did you cook it? Did you put it in the oven for the 15 minutes?
You don't have to put it in the oven. That's only if you want it warm, Sophia.
No, ma'am.
You don't have to put it in the oven.
You're supposed to put it in the oven.
No, you don't have to. I never, ever put them in the oven.
You never put them in the oven?
No, but I got to Patty house one day, and I put it in the oven, and, she was like, I was like, I never put it in the oven. She said, you don't have to.
No.
She said, but the oven give it the butter. The butter melts. And I said, oh, I like it better just out the box.
Now, I'm just telling you right now, you have somebody that's sitting here thinking they Patty's #1 fan, honey.
Who is?
Child, I ain't gonna call no names. I ain't gonna call no name. So that's why I had a love guru up here today.
Are my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never knew until then. Hell.
Now, Byron, Byron, are you in love?
I am in love.
You have a lover?
I have a lover, and it's me.
Oh. So that's what you be teaching people, how to love themselves.
Yeah, you have to love it. I teach 3 things. I teach inward love, which is self-love. I teach upward love, which is spiritual love. And I teach outward love, which is relational love. You got to have all 3 in your life to really find joy, peace, and happiness. And so, a lot of people, they get bitter and they think that they don't need relational love. They don't need outward love. But it all starts inside. So even if you don't have the others, you got to at least start with yourself. You got to love who you are, how you are, the way you are, and believe that you are enough as you are.
Now, I read in your bio, but you can't believe everything that you read. So in your bio, it states that you are a heterosexual suicide survivor. Is that true?
I don't know about heterosexual suicide survivor, but it's a suicide survivor. I'm bisexual. And as someone who is okay with sex and sexuality, I wasn't when I was a kid. And when I was a teenager, I was struggling and wrestling with my identity. I was in church and still not feeling loving in myself, not feeling loved from others, not really hiding, just hiding. And as I read recently, Donnie McClurkin put out this thing that's coming out on Easter, talking about he will never be able to really find love because he hasn't been able to really love himself and love other people the right way. That's who I was. And I decided I didn't want to be at his age dealing with the same thing.
Go ahead. What do you want to say, James?
I was just about to ask you, at his age, why is he still dealing with that?
Because he is indoctrinated inside of a system that says hide. Act like you are better than you really are. Come with a mask on and look real put together, but don't address your real stuff. And that's what church life does. Unfortunately, for a lot of churches are like that. They don't want you to, it's not supposed to be a hospital. It's actually supposed to be a place where pretty people come in and act like they just getting a little bit better. They just putting some makeup on pretty. Instead of coming in nasty and getting cleaned up. Then that's what church is supposed to be. But we got a lot of pretty people. And so he's deeply entrenched in the prettiness of church. He doesn't know how to expose his ugly.
He know how to expose himself.
Well, he knows how
just
to,
want that money.
He knows how to expose
he getting that money. He getting that money.
He know how to expose it in the hotel rooms, but he don't know how to deal with it in the church.
My God.
In the pulpit. Yeah.
But
that was a word.
Yeah, but he, like I said, honey, it's just like, I think the issue, one of the issues that he's running up against is because you have painted this picture that you're somebody that you're not, and then you go out and you accuse or you abuse the people who are living the life that you are jealous that you can't live because you have bought into what the church said you're supposed to be.
It's a tactic of every preacher that's hiding their sexuality. I just made a post the other day about I pray for every pastor that's still in their lives, because the truth is that having a wife doesn't make you straight. And there are a lot of men who have, but they think that it is the mask that's going to make them straight. But a relationship doesn't make you straight. A relationship doesn't make you gay. You are gay or straight based on your biology, and that is alone what it is.
He's talking about. We're talking about church right now. He's talking about Donnie.
Yes, that's just one example, but there's
Donnie did he's doing the interview and he was breaking it down because I had questions.
Eddie, Donnie
about it. I didn't understand.
I didn't understand. So you had questions.
I just don't be understanding when people. It's like everybody already know who you are.
Yeah.
Like, and when I go to church and I go into church, it's just so weird because when I go into church, the pastor lives. Like, my pastor be like, yeah, get him in here. Like, and I go to church like, hey, bitch. And
you bitch.
I gotta be a bitch though.
What y'all church held at the club?
No, like my first lady, I just can't believe she my first lady because she's so down to earth. Like, you go in the church and she be like, yeah, let me get that wig. Like, it ain't gonna be like, oh, Sophia got on the wig. No, it's not gonna be like that. It's like they don't judge, and you don't feel judged when you go in there. Like she texted me the other day and said, "Oh, Pastor misses you deeply. He keeps asking for you." Like they don't. I've never been treated like that in any church that I've been.
Do you tithe when you're not there?
Hello, cash app.
You cash up your tithe.
Here, little $20. No.
Come on, 20.
That ain't tithe. That's
the hustle. Love. That's the hustler. Right.
But listen, we talking about love.
She said Donnie who? Donnie McClurkin.
Donnie Osmond. But listen,
fall down, but we get up.
We're talking about love. Have you ever been in love?
Yes, I've been in love. I've been in love a lot of times. Is that bad?
Are you in love now?
No, with myself.
Oh
yeah, Shantae's got a man at home. And it's me. It's me. Yes, I've been in love. I think everybody I've been with, I've been in love with them. But then something happened.
Since that success hit.
Have you
been in love since the success hit?
Yes.
How was it different from when you was in love before?
That's a good question.
So, okay. It's hard for me. Just take my stupid. I'm always in love, child. So when let me how I'm gonna say. Okay, so the crazy thing is, I will find myself in love with the person, and then at a point, I would realize that they were in love, but then they start falling out of love because they feel like they can't, they feel like they got to do certain things for me, or they feel like they can't afford to do this or buy me this or this or this. They start backing up.
They feel intimidated. And
I'd be like, I don't need nothing. I work hard for what I want and what I got. I don't need nothing from you but you. Mm-hmm. And so with me, it's hard. And my personality is so big. Mm-hmm. And so it's hard to find love for me and stay in love. I'll be in love still, but they be like, oh, shit, I got to go. They be intimidated. And it's hard. So I end up breaking up.
You end up breaking up. So, Byron, I want to ask you this, because just like, James just said, a lot of celebrities, it's just like they fall in love or they're in love, and then when their success hits, it's just like it just brings a bridge in between their relationship with their significant other. Why is that?
Well, I have quite a few celebrity clients who have gone through the same thing. Mm-hmm. They started off small and they grew into it, or they were already in it, but the person didn't know them, and so once they knew who they were, then it switched up. So that's two different things. In that, though, what happens is you're dealing with men who are conditioned to be providers. And so when you get somebody who is already on a level of success that they may not have attained, it chips away at their own masculinity, their preconceived notion of who they're supposed to be, the provider. So this is the struggle of dating a man when you're a man, especially because you are two people who are supposed to both be providers. And if you haven't had the communication to decide what providing looks like, then both people will be thinking they need to one up the other. See, providing needs to be, we have a conversation, hey, I'm financially more secure, so don't worry about providing that side. What I need from you is this. I need emotion, I need commitment, I need loyalty, I need respect. I need you having my back when I need it. I need you to pick me up when I'm down. I need you to pray for me when I'm going through. That's what I need your provision for. So as a provider, be that provider. That's a conversation, though. And if we don't have that conversation, which a lot of people don't, then we will end up assuming that I'm not enough for you because I should be doing what I was taught to do, which was provide financially.
And when you say we don't have that conversation, that is the conversation that you need to have at the beginning. Not once you laid in the bed and everything. Now you're going to go and establish the foundation. The foundation has already been established in the bedroom. Clear. So now don't try to get to know my mind.
Come on.
But we're going to take a break and we're going to come back, honey. We're going to be talking about love all day. We're going to help you get over the hump. This is hump day, and we're going to help you get over the hump with love. I'm your girl, Miss Sophia, holding it down right here on We Are Your Radio. We Are Your Radio. We're the home of the urban sound of pride. And you are...
James Rice Chanel.
And you are...
Byron Jamal.